Hi students, how are you doing? Are you fine today? So today we're going to talk about the third conditional. So when you're talking about the third conditional, you're talking about something that didn't happen in the past, right? So I'm going to give you a situation here. Take a look at this situation. Last month, Gary was in hospital for an operation. Liz didn't know this, so she didn't go to visit him. So she didn't go to the hospital to visit him. They met a few days ago, and Liz said, "If I had known you were in hospital, I would have gone to visit you." Liz said, "If I had known you were in hospital." The real situation was that she didn't know he was in hospital. That's why he didn't go there to visit him, right? So when you were talking about the past, you use if plus had, or you can abbreviate like this. If I had known, if I had been, if I had done. So in the condition, in the if clause, you have to use had plus the verb in the past participle, right? And then in the consequence, you have to use would plus have plus a verb in the past participle. You can use something else instead of using would. You can also use could, but you're gonna see this afterwards. So let's see another example. Take a look at this one here. I didn't see you when you passed me in the street. If I had seen you, of course, I would have said hello, but I didn't see you. I decided to stay at home last night. I would have gone out if I hadn't been so tired, but I was tired, right? So take a look. I'm just inverting now. I'm using the consequence before the condition. I would have gone, would plus have plus PPV. And then here, the condition. The auxiliary verb, had, plus a verb in the past participle. Take a look at this situation. In this situation, we're talking about something that had a continuation in the past. Observe. If he had been looking where he was going, he wouldn't have walked into the wall. But he wasn't looking. So he wasn't looking where he was going, so he walked into the wall. He hit the wall. So observe that we had plus been plus ing now, because I'm talking about a situation with a continuation in the past. Okay? So the view was wonderful. Let's see another example. The view was wonderful. If I had had a camera, I would have taken some photographs. Observe here that you can use had. This uh, this had here, this letter D, is because you are contracting had. So I plus had can be I'd, and then this had is not a repetition, it's only the main verb, right? So if I had a camera, or if I had had a camera, I would have taken some photographs. That's totally okay, right? So now compare. I'm not hungry. If I was hungry, I would eat something. So you're talking about a situation that is taking place now, right? So this is the second conditional, not the third conditional. This is the second conditional. If I was hungry, I would eat something. You're talking about your feelings now. Now observe, this is the past. I wasn't hungry. If I had been hungry, I would have eaten something. So you're talking about the past. And then we go to the third conditional. Had plus past participle, and then would plus have plus past participle. Okay? So they're talking about here, do not use would in the if part of the sentence. We use would in the other part of the sentence. If I had seen you, I would have said hello, not if I would have seen you. Okay, so we have to be careful with this. Let's go to letter C. Uh, I don't want you to worry about the use of wish now. Okay, so let's not talk about letter C now. Uh, Take a look at letter D. Compare would do and would have done. If I had gone to the party last night, I would be tired now, right? So you're talking about a consequence that is taking place now. So you can use the third conditional with a consequence in the present. Okay? So observe, this is the third conditional. If I had gone to the party last night, I would be tired now. That's okay too. But this is the third conditional talking about a consequence, an imaginary consequence in the past, right? If I had gone to the party last night, I would have met lots of people. I didn't meet lots of people. All right, this is the past. So I'm just imagining. Compare would have, could have, and might have. If the weather hadn't been so bad, we would have gone out, or we could have gone out. We would have been able to go out. So when I use could, I'm talking about a possibility. All right, so this is a possibility that didn't happen in the past. And might, observe it again. If the weather hadn't been so bad, we might have gone out. So perhaps, maybe, we would have gone out. So this is a very low probability. All right. So I'm sending you this explanation and also some exercises for you to do. I'd like to do number 1 and number 2 only. All right. Don't worry about number 3 because in number 3 they wanted to use wish. So let's not talk about wish now, and then let's only talk about number 1 and number 2. And in those exercises, they will ask you to use the third condition. Let's do the first one together. If I didn't know you were in hospital, sorry, let's start it over. Number 1, I didn't know you were in hospital. If I had known, or if I'd, now the contraction, if I'd known, I would have gone to visit you. All right? Take a look at this one here. Let me show you something here. Number 7, we are talking about a consequence in the present. So pay attention to this one, please. Right? Number 2 now, you have to look at the situation and transform it, rewrite it using the third conditional, using if, right? I wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat anything. If I had been hungry, I would have eaten something. All right? Let me see if there's something else to point out. Observe here, this one here is using a situation with a continuation in the past. All right, so you have to change something in the if clause, in the condition. So that's it, folks. I'm gonna send it to you, and then next class we'll correct it. Okay? Thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye bye.